November 10th, 2025, Bangkok, Thailand. The lights dim at the Thailand Motor Expo, and suddenly, there it is, the vehicle that's been conquering deserts, mountains, and construction sites across 180 countries for nearly 6 decades is back, and it's brought some serious upgrades to the table. Toyota has just pulled the wraps off the 9th generation Hilux. And folks, this isn't just another facelift, this is a complete reimagining of what the world's toughest pickup truck can be. Now, before we dive into all the incredible details, let's talk about something that might catch you off guard. Toyota has given their legendary workhorse a brand new identity. You know how the previous generation went by the name Revo in many markets? Well, say hello to the Travel. That's right, the Hilux Travel. It's a fresh name for a fresh start. And trust me, once you see what Toyota's packed into this beast, you'll understand why they felt it deserved a new badge to wear proudly on that redesigned grille. Thailand isn't just a venue for this unveiling by coincidence. This Southeast Asian manufacturing powerhouse is where majority of Hilux trucks are built before they're shipped to nearly every corner of the globe. From the rugged outback of Australia to the challenging terrain of Africa, from European highways to Middle Eastern deserts, the Hilux that starts its life in Thailand goes on to prove its worth in the most demanding conditions imaginable. And the Travel, it's ready to continue that legacy while pushing the boundaries even further. Let's start with what hits you first, the exterior design. Toyota's designers face an interesting challenge here. How do you modernize an icon without losing the essence of what makes it instantly recognizable? How do you evolve a design that's been refined over 8 generations without alienating the millions of loyal Hilux owners who've trusted this truck with their livelihood? The answer lies in what Toyota calls evolutionary refinement. And when you see the Travel in person, you'll immediately understand their approach. The new Hilux stays true to its heritage, maintaining that unmistakable silhouette that says, "I'm here to work," from 100 meters away. But look closer, and you'll notice the lines have been cleaned up, sharpened, and modernized in ways that make the truck look more contemporary, without sacrificing its purposeful, utilitarian character. The front end is where the most dramatic changes have taken place, and it's here that the Travel announces its arrival into a new era of pickup truck design. Those headlights, they're slim, sleek, and positioned high on the front fascia, giving the Hilux a more aggressive, alert expression. Gone are the bulkier light units of the previous generation. In their place, you'll find lighting elements that wouldn't look out of place on a premium SUV, yet they're engineered to withstand the punishment that comes with serious off-road work. The grille has been widened significantly, and at its center sits that unmistakable Toyota logo, larger and more prominent than before, reminding everyone who built the world's most dependable pickup truck. The bumpers have received significant attention too. They're more sculpted now, with better defined shapes that add visual interest while maintaining the rugged functionality that Hilux owners demand. These aren't just styling exercises. Every curve, every angle has been carefully considered to improve aerodynamics, cooling, and approach angles for off-road capability. Toyota's engineers don't do anything without purpose, and that philosophy is evident in every detail of the Travel's exterior design. Move to the rear of the truck, and you'll discover one of those thoughtful touches that separate good trucks from great ones. New side steps have been integrated into the design, making it significantly easier to access the cargo bed. If you ever struggle to climb into a truck bed to secure cargo or retrieve tools, you'll appreciate this addition. It's the kind of practical improvement that shows Toyota actually listens to the people who use these trucks day in and day out, not just in promotional videos, but in real-world working conditions where every second of efficiency matters. Now, here's something fascinating about the Travel's dimension. Despite all these design changes, despite the new sheet metal and the fresh appearance, the fundamental proportions remain remarkably similar to the outgoing model. We're talking 5.32 meters in length, 1.86 meters in width, and 1.8 meters in height. These measurements are virtually identical to the previous generation, and that's absolutely intentional. Toyota knows that Hilux owners have built their operations around these dimensions. Garages have been constructed to fit them. Parking spaces have been allocated based on their footprint. Aftermarket accessories and modifications are designed around these specifications. By maintaining these proportions, Toyota ensures that the transition to the new model is as seamless as possible for existing owners. But here's where things get really interesting. Step inside the Travel, and you'll find yourself doing a double take. This interior doesn't just represent an evolution from the previous Hilux. It represents a quantum leap forward in terms of quality, design, and functionality. Toyota has clearly taken inspiration from their current Land Cruiser lineup, and the result is a cabin that feels more premium, more sophisticated, and more driver-focused than any Hilux that's come before it. The dashboard stretches horizontally across the cabin in a clean, uncluttered design that emphasizes width and and spaciousness. It's a departure from a more vertically oriented design of the previous generation, and it works beautifully to create a sense of openness in what is, after all, a working vehicle. But don't mistake sophistication for fragility. Every surface, every material, every component has been chosen to withstand the harsh conditions that Hilux interiors are subjected to. Dust, mud, extreme temperatures, constant vibration. These cabins see it all, and Toyota has engineered them to take the punishment and keep going. Digital instruments dominate the driver's sight line, replacing the analog gauges of yesteryear with customizable displays that can show you everything from basic speed and fuel information to detailed off-road data, like pitch, roll, and differential status. The touchscreen infotainment system measures up to 12.3 inches diagonally, putting it in the same league as premium SUVs that cost twice as much. This isn't just about bragging, right? A larger screen means easier usability, especially when you're wearing work gloves or trying to navigate while bouncing down a rutted trail. Toyota makes a big deal about improved ergonomics, and they should, because this is an area where pickup trucks have traditionally lagged behind passenger cars. The Travel's cabin has been designed with real-world usability in mind. Controls fall naturally to hand. Switches are large enough to operate with gloved fingers. Storage spaces are positioned where you actually need them, not where they were easiest for the designers to package. It's the difference between a cabin designed by people who draw trucks and a cabin designed by people who actually drive them for a living. The off-road control layout deserves special mention because it demonstrates Toyota's understanding of how serious off-roaders actually work. All the controls for the various four-wheel drive systems are clustered together in front of the gear lever, creating a logical control center for tackling challenging terrain. There's a rotary dial for selecting different driving modes, each calibrated for specific conditions like mud, sand, rock, or snow. Right next to it, you'll find a toggle switch for the transfer case, allowing you to shift between two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive high range, and four-wheel drive low range. Hill descent control gets its own button, as does the rear differential lock. Everything is exactly where you need it when you need it, without requiring you to dig through touchscreen menus or take your eyes off the trail ahead. Now, let's talk about what's underneath all that new bodywork, because this is where some people might be surprised. The Travel continues to ride on the existing IMV platform that underpinned the previous generation Hilux. For those who might have been hoping for Toyota's newer, more advanced TNGF platform that underpins the current Land Cruiser and the American market Tacoma, this might seem like a disappointment at first glance. But here's the thing. There's method to Toyota's decision, and it makes perfect sense when you consider the Hilux's role in global market. The IMV platform, which stands for Innovative International Multi-Purpose Vehicle, was specifically designed for emerging markets where affordability, durability, and ease of repair are paramount consideration. This platform prioritizes proven technology over cutting-edge innovation. It favors simplicity over complexity. It's been refined over years of real-world use in some of the most demanding environments on Earth, from the Australian outback to African savannas to Southeast Asian jungle. Toyota knows this platform inside and out. More importantly, mechanics in remote corners of the world know this platform inside and out, and that's worth its weight in gold when your livelihood depends on your truck starting every morning. By sticking with the IMV platform, Toyota keeps costs under control, which is crucial for a vehicle that needs to be accessible to small business owners, farmers, and workers in markets where a truck isn't a lifestyle choice, but an essential tool for survival. This same platform also serves a Hilux Champ, Toyota's even more affordable pickup design for emerging markets, and the recently reintroduced FJ Cruiser. It's a proven workhorse of a platform, and there's no shame in continuing to use it when it still does the job brilliant. That said, the fundamental architecture remains true to Hilux tradition. We're talking about a proper ladder frame construction, the kind of robust body-on-frame design that's become increasingly rare in modern vehicles, but remains essential for serious pickup truck capability. This isn't a unibody crossover pretending to be tough. This is genuine truck construction with a steel frame that can handle torsional stress, heavy payload, and the kind of abuse that would tear a car-based vehicle apart. Selectable four-wheel drive remains part of the package, giving you the efficiency of rear-wheel drive when you're cruising on pavement and the traction of all four wheels when conditions deteriorate. Before we dive into the powertrain options, and trust me, there are some fascinating developments there, let's take a moment to appreciate the history we're witnessing here. The Toyota Hilux story began way back in 1968. That's right, this truck has been in continuous production for nearly 6 decades. Think about that for a moment. In 1968, the Beatles were still together. Man hadn't yet walked on the moon, and Toyota was introducing a compact pickup truck that would go on to become a global legend. Over those 8 previous generations, Toyota has built more than 18 million Hilux trucks. 18 million. Each one has gone out into the world and done its job, whether that hauling construction materials on dusty job sites, transporting medical supplies to remote villages, serving as a platform for small businesses, or yes, tackling the most extreme off-road adventures imaginable. The Hilux has been to both poles of the earth. It's been driven to the summit of active volcanoes. Top Gear famously tried to destroy one and failed spectacularly. It's been converted into everything from ambulances to military vehicles to mobile workshop. It's not just a truck. It's a tool that's helped build the modern world, one load at a time. Today, the Hilux is sold in approximately 180 countries, making it one of the most globally available vehicles in automotive history. Primary manufacturing takes place in Thailand and South Africa, but the Hilux's reach extends far beyond those borders. It's the backbone of industries in Australia, where the wide open spaces and harsh conditions demand uncompromising reliability. It's a fixture in Middle Eastern deserts, where extreme heat and sand would stop lesser vehicles in their tracks. It's trusted throughout Africa, Latin America, and Asia, regions where repair infrastructure might be limited, and where a breakdown can mean more than just an inconvenience. And now, the 9th generation Travo carries that legacy forward. Toyota makes a big deal about improved ergonomics, and they should, because this is an area where pickup trucks have traditionally lagged behind passenger cars. The Travo's cabin has been designed with real-world usability in mind. Controls fall naturally to hand. Switches are large enough to operate with gloved fingers. Storage spaces are positioned where you actually need them, not where they were easiest for the designers to package. It's the difference between a cabin designed by people who draw trucks and a cabin designed by people who actually drive them for a living. The off-road control layout deserves special mention because it demonstrates Toyota's understanding of how serious off-roaders actually work. All the controls for the various four-wheel drive systems are clustered together